Just think about the tip of the nose comes under Visuddhi Magga, later books. Visuddhi Magga says that when you practice Anapanasati, it must be at one point, not necessarily at one point. You can follow your breath and go in, go out, go in, go out. In fact, in the description of the breath meditation, the Buddha says when you breathe in a long breath, you know that you breathe in a long breath. You breathe in a short breath, you know that you breathe in a short breath. The Buddha didn't say at any specific place. So the Buddha said it is called Kayanupasati, and because it is breath, it is a body, contemplation of the body, and the Buddha calls the breath a body. That means you are contemplating the breath going in and coming out. It is the breath that you are aware of. So you don't have to fix it at a point. But if you continue to note the breath go in and come out, go in and come out, after some time, if it becomes obvious to you at a particular place, for example, you may notice inside your throat, the breath moving in and moving out. And then you can, if you want to, observe it there. But it must be natural. Don't, just because they say, put your attention here, you put your attention here. But you don't feel the breath here. One thing good about this abdomen is, if you allow your breath to go in until your abdomen, then you relax faster. Because when we are tense, our breath only goes up to our chest, doesn't go down. So when you allow your breath to go down to your abdomen, then you relax better. When you go to sleep, you find either a baby or even an adult, when that person is sound asleep, you see the abdomen going up and down. You just observe the rising and falling. You are not doing the breath meditation, you are doing abdomen meditation.
But the problem is always mind running away. That is always the problem. So we follow the time. What is the best method to prevent?
The best method is very hard to do, which is not to sleep. You know, the Buddha, the monks and nuns, the Buddha told them to rest not more than 4 hours, from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. And even then, sometimes when they fell asleep, the Buddha also rebuked them that they should not fall asleep. That's why you find that the first method the Buddha taught is the 32 parts of the body. And these 32 parts of the body is a chanting method. Chant head, hair, body hair, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinew, bone, marrow, etc. So this method actually, the Buddha himself did not practice, and yet he taught this method. And I believe that he probably taught this method even though he did not practice, because he looked into the past Buddhas. I think probably the past Buddhas also taught this method. Why this method is good is that when you lie down to rest and you don't have to fall asleep, then you can chant. And chanting is in a way more effective to prevent you from falling asleep than watching your breath, because your breath becomes finer and finer and finer, and off you go to sleep. So the biggest obstacle to meditation is actually sleep. Every time we sleep, parents used to say, "Pang tua chia yang." Drive off in a big vehicle going here, dreaming here, dreaming there. So we allow the mind full, freedom to go where it wants. So it runs like mad, and we see, so when we wake up, especially when you try to meditate and you find your mind running. But some people combine two methods. So like when you're sitting in meditation, some people they observe the breath. And when they are not sitting in meditation, for example, they are doing work in the house, you can do some chanting in your mind, repeating the same thing again and again. So how do you then what do you focus on? Color. It's one method. It's a different method. As long as you focus on one particular thing. If you like a certain color, for example, blue, you just think of blue. Is it the same aura, or is it the same thing, or changes? Well, it has to be the same thing. You don't have to focus on your breathing. If you like to meditate on color, you can. But it is given in some books on how to do, There are 4 types of colors you can focus on. One is white, one is blue, one is red, I think, and one is yellow. So you choose one of these colors. So for example, say you buy a piece of cloth. Say if you want to meditate on white, and you buy a piece of white cloth, very white. Then you put it in front of you, piece of white cloth. Then you look at the white cloth. You look at it and then you close your eyes, and then you try to imagine it. Then you open your eyes, you look at it again, and then you close your eyes and try to imagine it. Whatever color one of these 4 colors. So you keep on opening and closing your eyes until you can see that color when you close your eyes. You see, if it suits you, go ahead. As long as you put your mind on something, the mind doesn't wander, it's alright. That is the object of meditation. The aim of meditation is to make your mind stay on one object so that it doesn't run, doesn't xiao tang, xiao sai.
The meditation of the color one, does it have to be any shape or what? In the Sufi Mahathera, they want to round, so you just think like that. I
think not necessarily. For example, if you have a white piece of cloth, a big piece of cloth, you see everywhere white.